Okay, we've all heard this phrase before growing up. Go to bed. And we say it all the time as parents. So why is getting your kids to go to sleep so important and difficult all at the same time? Well, the Daily Dad, Chase Walker, has tips to help us all put the bedtime issues to rest. Okay, man, I'm so excited about this segment. I'm going to sit back and just listen and learn.
You know,
What is the first tip? I don't know how to do this bedtime battle.
Well, the first one is to talk to your kids. You know, this segment was actually born out of my kiddo, one in particular, who's really struggling to fall asleep. And so when I was getting ready to come here, I said, what do you think we should talk about? And they said, maybe talk about going to bed. And that actually is the first tip.
That was their idea.
Kids. Yeah, they said, what tips can we have? Which then spurred a bunch of research into this. So the first one is to talk to your kids about why they're having a hard time going to sleep.
Okay.
Are they afraid of something? Are they dealing with anxiety? Are they having other issues? And so then if you talk to the kids and realize, hey, maybe this is beyond my expertise, then talk to their pediatrician, talk to a counselor, a therapist, or a school provider.
There may be some underlying issues you're not aware of. Just have an open, honest dialogue.
Yeah, and so that communication is going to then lead into maybe understanding the second tip, which is to make sure that you are programming the kids appropriately. You want them to be active enough so that they're tuckered out at the end of the day, but not so programmed that they're really afraid about, gosh, I have this assignment and I need to make sure I bring my shoes for soccer and I need to also, get the music for choir. It's finding that balance, striking that balance on the programming so that you keep them busy and exhausted by the end of the day, but not overwhelmed about the next day.
When you say programming, is that like scheduling? It's making sure there's a structure in place for them.
Yeah, and making sure that you're moving them through life in a healthy pace so that they're not doing everything, but that they're busy enough so that by the end of the day, they're just wiped out.
Yeah, that's true. Logic isn't working. I'm trying to say, this is your sleep-in time.
Yeah. So you got to help move them kind of through that. The third one is to just make sure that when the kids are dealing with a routine, you stick with the routine.
Yeah, that's
You come up with the routine, you say, hey, we actually know screens go off at this time. Yeah. We know that we're now going to go brush our teeth, we're going to have reading time, whatever it may be. The literature supports that having a consistent schedule and routine is what's really going to end up helping those kids. Their brain will subconsciously prepare them for sleep because they've done it for so long in a consistent manner that everything will begin to prepare them.
And that's on the parents. Make sure that routine is consistent.
That's our job, you guys. Yes, that's the one thing that we could really help control, because it's so easy when we're exhausted to just say, hey.
I try to make it as fun as possible. Try to make it a game, make it a challenge, put a timer out, just make it something. And then it escalates.
And then all of a sudden it's like the next day and we're having the fallout of like trying to be the cool parent. Be the cool parent most of the day, and then at night be the one that's kind of a little bit more ardent on the routine.
Got it.
And then the final
tip.
I was so surprised by this. A lot of the literature talked about having sleep-supported an environment for the kids. That kids fall asleep better in a clean room. Kids fall better in a calmer house. They talk about the sounds of the evening. So like maybe have the dishwasher running, or you're doing a cycle of laundry. Things like that help to kind of create this comfort for the kids where they really feel safe. So night lights, or maybe have a glass of water on their bed, or leave the door open. Whatever it may be, come up with a really sleep-safe environment for the kids.
Great advice. Chase Walker, the Daily Dad, has all the answers. So where can we go for more information on you?
Yeah, find me on social media at the Daily Dad, and I will see you guys next time.
The Daily Dad's where it's at. Chase, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
You, buddy.